How's it going, guys? I wanted to make a video talking about the Victory insoles. I've been using these for the last 4 months. You've probably seen me talk about them on Instagram. And I initially saw them because I used to spend a lot of money trying out different insoles. I've tried Superfeet, I've tried Zayless. And the purpose of insoles is to give you better support for the inside of your shoes. Since I'm on my feet about like several hours a day, 5+ hours a day playing pickleball, it's actually pretty important to get quality insoles because pickleball is actually kind of a pretty high impact sport. There's a lot of shuffling around for dinks. You're stopping a lot with split steps, running to the kitchen, stopping. When I first started playing pickleball, I developed some pretty severe back pain and also some knee pain and also some feet pain. There's just a lot of pain because I didn't have a lot of good technique in terms of my footwork, so I'd be start, stop. And that's why I looked into getting some shoes and some insoles that would help alleviate some of that pain. And kind of interestingly enough, you guys know I love Montes, but just with standard shoes, the soles that come in the shoes are foam and they're comfortable, like they're cushy and they feel nice on the feet, they're comfortable. But at the same time, they don't provide a lot of support, and that's why I was looking into some high quality insoles. These are the ones that I've been wearing for the last few months, and I recently did a test where I stopped wearing my shoes with the insoles, and it was a pretty big difference. As soon as I stopped wearing the shoes with the insoles, I immediately noticed that my feet were a lot more sore after my games. And I wanted to make this video just to kind of talk a little bit more about what these insoles do and why I think these are actually really good for pickleball players. So these are carbon fiber, and they actually kind of have like this stiff snap effect. You guys hear that, or you guys see that kind of popping feeling? And this popping feeling, it's not like you feel it pop while you play, but your shoes literally feel like they spring. And I'll show you a little cool test of that. But having these stiff carbon fiber insoles in your shoe when you play, especially if you're on your toes, this doesn't have the insole, but if you're on your toes, your shoe will bend a little bit. But if the insole is inside your shoe, there's a little bit more spring now to it, so you actually are able to like jump a little bit more effortlessly. All that stored up energy when you're on your toes, and then when you leap, you get it right back. Or if you say you do a split step, you're running up to the kitchen and you stop, you actually absorb that because the insoles and that kind of spring softens that impact. Whereas if you don't have insoles and you land right on your feet, you do feel a lot more of that shock. So here's a little quick test that kind of shows the difference of a shoe with and without the insoles. I'll take off my regular shoes with no insoles. And if you just kind of like, you could try this at home too. I'll scooch back a little bit, but this is without it. Notice if I'm loading on my toes here and I spring off of it, that's as much as I get right there, okay? And then, if I have my shoes with the insoles, the carbon fiber insoles here, now watch what happens. So I'm loading up here on my toes. It's crazy, like it feels almost like cheating a little bit. Not really, but it feels like when I have these on, I can move a lot faster and I can jump. I think I can jump higher with these insoles because it feels like pogo sticks in your shoes. It's absolutely insane. But most importantly, besides just feeling like I could jump higher, it actually does provide me a lot more relief, especially on my feet. As soon as I tried my shoes without the insoles, I noticed after like a session of playing, my feet were significantly more sore as to where my feet would have been if I played in these insoles. These insoles have lasted about 3-4 months now. a little bit of wear and tear on the insole portion, but you don't need to replace this very often. Like this, I would probably use these for a couple of years before replacing them, honestly, because you don't really need this to be perfect. But what's cool about these insoles, they're not like orthopedic insoles where you need to send them like a footprint of your feet. But what they do is they make them specifically for your shoe size, of course, but also your gender, your weight range, and your sport. And they have a specific section for pickleball. So each one, they make them specifically different tensions, and I'm not really sure what else, but on their website, I think it's pretty cool that you're able to customize the insoles depending on what sport you're playing. And I think it's pretty cool that they have one for pickleball. But yeah, so I think these are definitely, I think more people should start wearing insoles, especially with people with like lower back pain, knee pain. It honestly might be because one, your footwork needs improvement. You need to stop landing so hard on your feet. But also if you are having good insoles that will absorb that shock can definitely help with some of that pain. For me, it definitely has. My back pain used to be terrible. I landed in the ER one time. I'll save that story for another time. But pickleball is definitely pretty hard on the back. So highly recommend these insoles for you to check it out. I'll put a link in the description below. I do know they have like a Black Friday sale. I believe it's like $30 off or something. They're usually like $130, but right now I think you get them for like 99 bucks, which for insoles, high quality ones that will last you for multiple shoes, I think it's definitely worth it. But yeah, go check them out. I really like them. Try that at home. It's pretty crazy how much they transform your shoes. Like put them in any shoe and your shoe will instantly feel like kind of a cheater shoe. Hopefully they don't ban these at tournaments. Delaminated insoles. All right, that's it guys. See ya.